1, 2, 3.
Mic check.
Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. You sound okay. I mean, as good as you can. Yeah. The one that sounds like CPE. Are we live? We're live.
Welcome,
We're
everybody,
rolling.
to the Old Carver Fishing Podcast. I'm Luke Cutterz, and today we're at the Northwest Sports Show here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at the Minneapolis Convention Center. It ends today, so if you want to come check it out, get in here today before probably 4 o'clock because it's done at 5.
Yep.
So don't show up late. Also, a lot of vendors here, a lot of boats here. It is a boat show as well, so you'll see a lot of boats. For the river people, not so much. They have one G3 18 CCJ here in the convention center. It is already sold. So other than that, that's the only river boat. There's one other Kingfisher here that's $100,000.
Easy.
And they're not even here. That's just Canvas Masters or Canvas Works is here with the boat. They're not even selling the boat here. So, but we got a lot of rods here at the Old Carver booth. If you want a catfish rod, stop on in and say hello.
And we got a special guest.
We have a little guest. You want to say your name? Go ahead.
Hey, Wyatt. I'm Wyatt.
His name's Wyatt.
Old Carver
It's
River Rat.
Danny
right here.
Two Cats' son. It's his first time in the podcast in the hot seat. Also at 3 o'clock today, if you guys want to do, Zach Rothbauer, River Addicts Guide Service, is doing a seminar at 3 o'clock for flathead catfishing on the Minnesota River. So if you want to watch that, come into the seminar room here next to the main convention center and watch him at 3 o'clock. Do support Zach doing that. He's really nervous. We went over it last night. I listened to it. He's really nervous still. So I'm Luke Cutterz, Rods and Reloads, Northwoods Angling, Fish on Luke. I have a lot of YouTube channels. Some are semi-successful, some aren't. Across from me, we have Chuy Godinez Jr., owner of Old Carver Bait and Tackle Shop, Montgomery Bait and Tackle Shop, Stoked Custom Baits. Across from me directly, we have little Wyatt. He's going to be a river rat just like his father, hopefully a better fisherman. And my friend Dan Bremseth from Wilmer, Minnesota just walked by. My childhood friend I only see once every 10 years. Apparently he just wanted to show up and say hi. So there he is. And next to Wyatt is Danny Two Cats, Danny Two Naps, Dan Gets Down. We got a lot of name for Dan.
And then Rod Holder Maker.
Yeah, he's everything. But we're here. We have a great guest today. Locally known as the Bomb around here, self-proclaimed. It's Darran Greene. He is the director of sales for Line Cutterz. And I just want to mention my friend Pete Scholl is a pro staffer for Line Cutterz, and he did not even show up this weekekend.
Nope, not at all.
What's wrong with that?
You gotta get in there.
Okay.
There we go. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
use your
thanks, Pete. That's great. We
But-
needed your help.
Darran, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's start it off with tell us about yourself, and how you got involved with Line Cutterz and where you guys are at today, and then we'll get into that.
All right. I'm originally from Duluth, Minnesota. I met Vance, the owner, at his very first trade show, St. Paul Ice Show. And at that point, I liked the product. It was just the ring. And him and I became friends. I took him fishing one time, and then I got a phone call from a gentleman telling me that I was coming to Boston to do a trade show. I'd never done a trade show in my entire life. He sent me out there by myself. I didn't know who was picking me up from the airport. I didn't have any product. I literally had no idea what to do. So after that, I had done, for about 3 years, I did trade show circuit for him, and now I'm his director of sales and featured on Shark Tank, as most people know. We have a few different products ranging from the ring to a flat mount you'll see on boats, kayaks, our zipper pulls on striker gear, and now we have dual hybrid micro scissor, which took home best of show at ICAST.
As seen on what's the show again?
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
Best of show at ICAST.
Yeah.
Who is the one that made
Hold
that
on.
deal with you guys?
That's a big deal.
It is
Best
a
of
big
show
deal.
at ICAST.
Yeah, that was
That's
a
a
good
big
night.
deal.
I mean, you figure
Were you just strutting around after that, just really swinging?
Oh yeah.
we had a couple beers.
Hey, you walked over to the Shimano booth and knocked over one of their stands.
Yeah,
I like that, Shimano.
Like, get out of here. Yeah, it was pretty cool because we believe in all of our products, obviously, but to beat out some of the biggest names in the fishing industry,
Yeah.
we didn't even know if people knew who we were, let alone get an award such as that. So that's
I've been talking about like getting all my zipper covers with Line Cutters on them because I haven't done it yet, but I need to do it.
Yep.
It's just so handy.
I know a guy.
It's a line cutter that goes over your zipper, so when you pull, it's always on your zipper.
Sweet.
It'll
I
never
need
cut
it.
your clothes. It'll cut mono braid. Catfishing line, you can do 200-pound braid and it's completely clean. So
I love that. I need to get one because like, when I'm walleye fishing in the fall, and it'd be real nice to have that.
I can hook you up. And it also cuts lead.
Do you
cord,
know a
too.
guy or
Yeah, I think I got. Well, if Pete was here, he could sell you one at the booth.
he doesn't? He doesn't show up.
Yeah.
Chewy,
Yo.
you got anything to talk about with
I'm
line
gonna
cutters?
go-
You were gonna say something and then I cut you off.
Before that, you were part of the pro staffing, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. That was the very first pro staff that I ever participated. I didn't know anything about it. So Vance brought me on there, and now I head with Striker as one of my biggest ones. So going from knowing nothing about pro staff to having a full-time job in the fishing industry and doing photo shoots for Striker and getting our product on Striker too has been pretty cool. So
Yeah, are the bibs standard with your stuff now?
they are. So
I didn't even know that, but I was just thinking that'd be amazing.
yeah.
That's huge.
So,
You know, is that just exclusively for Striker, or are you guys looking for other apparel companies to join?
so right now we are exclusive with Striker.
Mhm.
Who knows what could happen down the line, but there are people.
That's really
Yeah.
neat. I didn't know that they were I need to get new bibs here soon, so that'll have that on there.
Yeah, and even we work with like Triton, Skeeter, Ranger. We've done Falcon, so they're all standard. Our flat mount is standard with their logo on them, and they put them on the boat when they leave manufacturing.
Has anybody else tried to make the same thing you do? Anything similar to it?
Yes. There's been a couple people, I won't name names, but yeah, they've
They've
used our
tried.
same story. Like their mission and vision statement on their website, like, is
Are
the
they
same.
overseas companies?
No, they're about 3 miles from us.
Well, that's interesting, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how that worked.
Interesting. We
Wow.
won't talk about it.
No, I'm pretty heard about that. And we're in Old Carver Bait.
That is the most important one, to be honest.
Old Carver Bait and Monty Bait and Tackle.
They're in both.
Yep.
I have one on one of my tackle boxes, and I have another one I just found, a flat mount. I just moved. I bought a house, and I found it in one of my totes, so I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put it in my boat.
Fair enough.
Because it's nice to have. Really nice. I can't say enough good things about line cutters. It's just a good product.
Yeah, we use them. We use them when we do little presentations and show them. That's how we push them out. But I don't know. Everybody loves that product. It's just one of those products.
It's hard to hate it.
It's hard.
It has such a clean cut.
It's one of those things that just is always in my pocket for some reason.
Not only that, even in,
You know,
even
it like
in the
goes with my
embroidery,
keys.
even in the embroidery pages that I'm part of, because of the embroidery part that we do from the shop, I've seen them posted.
Yeah.
When people are asking for snippers and stuff, they're like, get just a pair of these, and there was line cutters, and like, huh,
Yeah, we just did a deal with Louis Vuitton a couple months ago. So who would have thought?
yeah.
LV?
LV, baby. Yeah, all of their workers will wear our rings when they're making their luggage and their purses. So their scissors and stuff aren't nicking the leather.
You guys still have the same rings as the original with the Velcro, or is it different now?
Nope, it's the same, but all of our blades now are ceramic versus surgical steel.
Okay.
Oh.
I got one of the first ones I remember.
OG.
OG. I don't know where it went. I lost it. Things so damn fast. But it was like, yeah, it worked great. I just didn't wear it as much as I probably should have. I mean, it's not something I want to wear around. You know what I mean?
The cool thing is like you can actually take your reel off, wrap it around your rod, and then
That's
put your reel back
That's
on.
what I didn't. Well, back then it wasn't well known to do that. It was just a ring. You know.
The more you
String.
know.
Now I
The more
know
you know.
from the director of sales.
And then if you lose your rod, you're in a really bad situation.
That's a problem.
What big
Yeah.
names do you have that are part of your pro staff? Like big names, like anything, bass, the
Yeah.
bass circuit and the walleye circuit.
Yeah, I mean, Monster Mike is huge from Florida. He's the peacock bass guy. We worked with Ike
Okay.
and Ellie.
Iconelli, he's a golfer, isn't it?
Yeah,
professional golfer?
Well, I think he drives the golf cart.
Golf cart
Ah.
driver. He's a
He's more like
caddy,
a
isn't he?
caddy. Yeah,
Part time.
yeah, he's
That's
caddy,
what I thought.
So we've worked with him. We've seen, we've given stuff to Seth. We've seen stuff on Jordan Lee's boat.
Seth Fighter.
Yeah, I don't know if
He's
y'all know
okay
him.
at fishing.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I heard he won one time.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just really kind of cool. And then, on the Florida side of things, or the saltwater, some of our friends who we have grown organically, it's pretty wild to see. Like, you have 7 million followers, and they're using our product instead
Who's
of us.
that?
Well, we have Cami Cake. She would use our
I
product.
don't know who that is.
Hannah Barron, might have saw her catfish.
Yeah, she
a
does
lot
like
of-
hockey, plays hockey for the
Yeah.
women's team.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be at the
Oh,
Wild
yeah.
this year. So it's been pretty cool building this relationship with people that you saw on TV, and you're like, holy crap! And now they're just chilling with us.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's interesting what what roads can lead to success.
Do you guys have any like kids programs? Anything you support?
Yeah, so we do a lot of we call it our PMP program. It's a partner program. So we will team up with high schools, kids. I mean, we do a lot of stuff like veterans, but the kids thing is really cool. We'll team up with them. We'll put their logos. If they have a team or a charity or something like that, we'll actually customize our products for free for them.
Right on.
That's really awesome.
That's awesome.
It's
man.
really nice of you.
Thank you. I appreciate
It's
it.
really cool, man. 'cause
Minnesota nice,
When
man.
you're, when you're
That's
young,
from the
like,
heart,
when you're in
too.
high school and you're wearing a jersey like the pros, that's like a big thing to them. Is a lot of kids. I remember like when we were growing up, and I came to my first sports show, and you see everybody wearing those jerseys, and you're like, you want one of those jerseys. And then when you talk to people, they didn't sell them to the public back then.
Right.
You had to earn that jersey. And
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I mean, you see a lot of yesterday. We saw a lot of high school kids walking around with their jerseys.
They're proud of it.
I'm really
Yeah,
proud,
it made me really jealous.
It's a lot to be proud
I
of.
didn't have fishing when I was in high school.
Yeah, right.
Wyatt,
Everyone-
do you want to join a fishing team when you go to high school?
The only problem with that is I would have had to quit my main sport to fish because it's spring.
Oh Jesus Christ! They could have done without the water boy, bro. What are you talking about?
I didn't
Anybody
want
could
to
have been a
bench
water
like you.
boy. I was
I didn't
not.
warm the
I was a
bench
star
like you.
athlete.
You were not a star.
Star
nothing.
athlete.
Nothing.
Star athlete.
Professional
Nothing.
soccer.
I didn't even have
Please
to.
pretend.
I didn't even have to carry my books to
Have
class,
you even-
bro.
You can't even
The girls did
prove that. I want to see him dribble.
The buckle
Get the
bunnies did that
soccer
for
ball.
me.
Can you have a ball here? He can dribble
Yeah,
around. I
yeah.
bet he kicks her all over the place.
I could knock,
I bet he gets tired.
can knock
or
down
hurts
that. I
his
could knock
back.
the glasses off that dude over there. in
He's
that booth.
professional in his neighborhood.
What are you talking about?
They had a neighborhood professional team.
It's still professional. At the end of the day, it's still professional.
That's funny. I was okay at my sport.
He was a star tennis player.
Maine. What did he say?
main sport.
Wade never played a sport. He played smoking cigarettes in high school.
Ditching class.
Frickin' Wade, always talking.
Hooks and hammocks is in the house.
What's up, Hooks and
We
Hammocks?
got
How
our
we
friend
doing?
Fish Warner also.
Hello,
in the
mother.
house.
Fish Werner. I got to talk to. Good.
Yeah,
Had a good chat
mommy.
with him yesterday. He's in all of our podcasts. He's a young, aspiring YouTuber. You should talk to that child. That kid's gonna be a star. I just want you to know ahead of time.
I'll take a look.
Take a look.
Yeah,
He's almost up to 1,000 subscribers. He's like 12.
it's awesome.
Kid is super extroverted. He builds custom rods. He's built rods for his teachers at school.
I think I saw him on TV the other day.
Did you?
Actually, yeah.
You
Talking
might have.
about it. Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me. Guys, the kid's gonna be a star. I'm just
almost
throwing that
positive I
out
saw
there.
him on TV, and he was talking about action. The guides literally broke it down, all the colors he could do.
I mean, it sounds like it's probably him. I don't know if he was on TV. You never know.
I would bet line cutters on it.
He's a good kid though. But yeah, line cutters is we love the line cutters.
We like to have fun too.
It's a great product.
No, we're
Well,
good.
thanks for
We're a
having
good
me.
group.
And how hard is it to get in a pro staff? I mean, you guys, is it hard to get in a pro staff? I mean, you guys looking for somebody? I mean, obviously that's going to push your product, because there's a lot of kids that think that they'll contact you and say, hey, can I be part of pro staff, or can I send me I need so many jigs, so many this,
Yeah.
or in your case whatever. How hard is it for them to get on? I mean, what do you look for when you're looking for a pro staffer?
I mean, for the kids, we actually do have our own kid program, and then we have our pro staff and elite. So we're really just looking for people that believe in the products, that have used it. I hate when you get the messages like, hey, send me some product and I'll be on your pro staff, but they've never used it. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
annoying.
yeah, and it
Don't
happens.
do that. Don't. If you guys want to be pro staff, don't message the company saying, "Can you send me some of your stuff and I'll use it." Don't do that.
Like, for example, there's somebody that has, I don't know, 100,000 followers in TikTok, and he's a kid, or he's an adult, the matter either way, and you look at that. Some people think that I heard kids say, well, I have like 100 sometimes from TikTok. I contacted them and they didn't even get back to me. They didn't even answer my email.
Yeah, and I would rather have it authentic, where they're like, I have 5,000, but I'm going to show this to everybody, whether I'm at the gas station, whether I'm doing my social media feeds. Like that's like organic, and they believe in it, versus like I got 100,000, and
Dude, a good way.
maybe we could slide you in.
If you got 100,000, if you want to get with the company, use their product and go to the company and say, here, look at all the videos I've been using your stuff and I love your stuff. I'd love to get on board on your team. I'm going to keep using it regardless, but it'd be cool to be on your team. You'd probably look at that a lot more seriously.
Yeah, that's an easy yes.
Yes. I mean, you got to just go about it the right way.
You do.
You have to.
And they can't see it as if they're doing you the favor, right?
Yeah,
That's not how it works. It's a team thing.
yeah.
And
It
that's how I feel. Many of this, the youth that's coming up now is they see it as it's going to be a pleasure to have them be part of your team.
Right.
And I think that's a downfall,
Nope,
that
and
they
I
have that
agree.
attitude.
We went over that yesterday with businesses. I mean, you might not agree, but businesses they work with people. They give stuff to their elite pro staffers. They get free products, and they're doing it not to be nice. It's a business. They're doing it expecting that you're going to promote the product and do certain things. I mean, they don't look at it. It's not a good deed. As bad as that is to say, but it's a business. Businesses are there to make money.
And the bigger you get, the more emails we get. And,
Correct.
I feel terrible at times because we get them from every donation you could ever imagine,
Oh my
whether
gosh,
it's
I could
for
imagine.
service, for
Hey, we have this event
know.
coming up.
Yeah.
Can you donate 100 things or whatever?
And
You
you're
know.
I would love to, but we would have no product
Right.
ever. So, it's tough to weed out, and it's hard to say no. But once you show that you love us, and I mean, we're
Yeah.
open arms. And then at that point, once you start successfully promoting stuff, I'm more than willing to see you at a show and be like, here's a hat, here's this, here's that.
Right.
But I mean, it's like, I'm not just going to give it to you on day one.
Yeah. You're not
know.
that nice.
I know I went on a couple dates before, and Nothing happened
I
after day
know.
one.
It's true. You bought dinner and
I mean,
everything.
I don't know. It's kind of the same to me.
You buy dinner, talking about to a movie, and you're like,
Yeah.
what's next? Oh, I could drop me off at 10.
Yeah, thank you. Don't call me again, please. Don't call me again.
That's what happened to Dan with Bree.
So where are you guys at now with do you publicly talk revenue or do you not?
Yeah, we do.
From day one till now, how in percentage wise, where are you guys up on that in production, in success of your revenue? Because that's everything in a business. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's really wild to think about. After being on Shark Tank, that obviously helped us out. But
Right.
we're in 14 different countries now. Actually, I think 16 after these last two. But when we started, man,
How long ago did line cutters start?
so Vance has been doing it, I believe, about 9 years, 9.5. I've been around him for about 8, and now we're a several $1 million company. And you think of a product that ranges from $12 to $17. I mean, that's a lot of product being pushed out the door.
Yeah.
So, and now we have 2 locations. We have a retail store in Texas, and we're building our one here in Savage, Minnesota too.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Awesome.
It's really neat.
Yeah.
So you've grown exponentially.
Yeah, I mean, we had our own rods. We have our own rods. We have our own kayak line.
You have rods now?
We have rods.
What kind of rods?
Just fishing rods. They got like reel, they get the reels on them and stuff.
Jesus.
No, they're more like on the kayak side. So they have, just with the rod industry is
So the people that really want to work to go fishing.
Yeah.
Not made for me.
yeah, yeah. I spent a couple days in a kayak and it was fun. I've also almost died in a kayak.
My
so
back
that was
hurts.
not fun.
on the kayak.
Yeah, Vance once told me, take the kayak out. Wind doesn't matter when you got a pedal drive. And dude, it was like 40 miles.
It does matter.
Yeah, I was
You're
stuck
still
in this back
pedaling.
corner, middle of the night. There's the alligators. He couldn't find me.
Gosh,
Thought I was
sounds
gonna
great.
die out there.
honestly.
Sounds like he was playing a trick on you.
Sounds like
Oh,
a
yeah.
good night in Texas.
Yeah, and he kept calling every time I tried to answer the phone. The wind would blow me back the half mile I just paddled. So it was like, cool. This is super fun.
Gain to lose.
Defeated.
I like that.
And that was
though.
the last day I was in a kayak.
Yeah. I sold my kayak to Nikki Huddleston. If I'm getting a kayak, it's going to be a really expensive one that doesn't like to tip over, and I can pedal it because I was doing everything and holding all my balance not to tip over the whole time, which made everything hurt.
I've never tipped over a kayak.
Who are you? Come on.
Well, you're a pro athlete.
And I had an old Phil and
You're a
String
professional
rocket.
athlete.
Don't
Neighborhood
matter.
athlete.
Don't matter. What's that? What kind of kayak was it? Fleet Farm $200.
That's what mine was. Mine was a cheap one. But
Yeah,
there's
fair.
ones now you can get where you can stand up in them and
I
rock
can
back
stand
and
up on
forth.
mine. Yeah, it's a big platform on mine. Yeah, you can stand up.
Not mine.
I can't be sitting down the whole time with the way my back is.
No,
I have
my
to be
back
up and
was
down, up
in
and down.
pain
Yeah,
trying to fish out of a kayak.
yeah.
That's
Now
what
they
boats
got-
are made for.
Yeah,
It's so true. I love my boat.
Speaking of boats, Pete bought my first boat. He still didn't show up for this.
Yeah, so our friend Pete Scholl, he's a pro staffer for Line Cutters. He did not show up one time this weekend, and they met on Craigslist on the For You ads,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
That's when we fell in love. Thought we had something special.
Man looking for man.
Yeah.
what is it?
And looking for a fishing partner. Preferably a man.
Hookers only.
I don't know what it is, but they met on Craigslist, which is funny. I've met some people from the Facebook Marketplace too that I became friends with, selling fishing stuff. But no, how many? We got nothing.
Got Wade.
Free. Wade said. Wade's always talking.
Wade wants to know where you're at.
Where are you guys at today? We're at the Northwest Sports Show here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at the Minneapolis Convention Center. 3 o'clock. I should remind everyone. 3 o'clock again. Zach Rothbauer, River Addicts Guide Service of the Minnesota River, chasing big flatheads. He's doing a seminar at 3 o'clock today for chasing. It's an actual intro to catfishing in general, but they labeled it as flathead fishing, Minnesota River, not catfish at all. Not catfish isn't even mentioned in the seminar, just flathead.
Yeah.
That's Chewy's doing.
That's my doing. Yeah. Well, I said he was a flathead fisherman, so that's probably
Flathead catfish, yeah, it's a catfish.
But yeah, that's probably what it was. They wrote it down as flathead fisherman.
But it has a flathead.
But he's talking a lot about flatheads.
Yeah.
Channel cats are pretty easy to catch regardless, so
oh,
flatheads.
You'd be surprised. We had a lot of people here at the booth yesterday that couldn't even catch one for the life.
Oh my gosh. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Did you send them my way or
No, I
Dan's
told
way?
him to try corn.
Okay, that's a good suggestion.
You can catch anything with corn.
Catch you with corn.
That's how I
on
caught
the
you with
cob.
corn. That's what we got on the podcast. I put a bucket, put a can of corn outside the shop, and he walked right in.
Put an elote in front of Chewy. His freaking mouth's
No,
dirty.
what do they
and
call it? The
drooling.
other one. What do they call him?
Esquite.
Esquite. Oh yeah, you'll catch me there.
I love esquite.
I'm gonna stop at your booth. Put
So good.
Put a can of Esquite. Oh yeah, I'll stop by.
Oh, well, we're almost done, Dan.
Yeah, we got about
We're almost done. That's one of my best friends
5
growing
more
up.
minutes.
I think Dan's leaving.
Dan's a big hunter, fisherman. A lot of goose hunting, a lot of coyote hunting. He does dog hunting for coyotes. It's sick.
Dog hunting?
Driving coyotes with dogs. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's sweet. He's hardcore.
Fucking loud, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Coon dogs or
I
what?
shoot a lot.
Poodles.
Dan, how many coyotes you shoot last year? 135 coyotes last year he shot.
Ah.
153 coyotes.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Ask him again. See if it goes up. It's a true outdoorsman right there.
He ain't kidding. That big. I've taken Dan catfishing on the Red River when I lived in Grand Forks. Starting
Yeah.
when I was first starting catfishing, I took Dan out when I was going to college at UND. He had to come out there with me, and that was like my first year catfishing. What's that, buddy? Wyatt? Go ahead. You can say something.
You can say something, Wyatt.
Do
Say
you
hi to mom.
Do you want to tell him about your catfish?
Oh, what about
Yeah,
the
let's
walleye?
hear about it.
What about the walleye? I want to hear about the walleye.
How big was your walleye?
He got his mom's shyness. He is not like you, Dan.
I cannot remember.
Oh, you can remember. Go ahead and tell us.
How,
Go ahead, Wyatt.
How many inches was it?
How big, Dan?
28.
28, Wyatt?
Right here. You want?
That's a big fish.
You want to get reminded here? It might be a little bit
We
loud.
got
But here
it?
we go. Yeah. Here.
Yeah, bring your fishing pole up. All the way up. Bring it up so you can see it. There you go. Oh, yeah.
Is it a cat or a walleye?
That was
walleye.
that was a eater. But
Nice.
yeah, he got the 28 on a bullhead's head. We were catfishing.
Attaboy, Wyatt.
Reeled it in himself.
Attaboy,
Awesome.
Wyatt. You're going to be passing your dad up real soon in talent for fishing. It won't take long.
That's
new,
right.
New line cutters junior staff right here.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Neighborhood
Should we,
athlete.
should
It's
we
just-
go over to
it's
their
sweet
booth
when they're
and
like into it, man.
Yeah.
get some line cutters? See the ones on his necklace? Should we get some?
I'm
We
pretty,
can get some.
I'm pretty sure he probably sold some
I need to
already
get
from the
up there,
shop
though.
along with the bobbers.
Yeah, we got some, don't we?
When he was little, he used to go in the shop with his little cart, and then he'll lift the seat up because he had a compartment,
Yeah.
and he would load it with bobbers, and then take off, and then he'll come back there and return them.
Like we had a good day in sales. Nope, they just got returned.
That's funny. Que hora?
You got 2 minutes.
All right, we're going to finish her off here.
Yep.
Well, Darran, Mr. Darran Greene,
Thank you very much.
how do people
Thanks, Darran.
how do people get in contact with you to purchase these line cutter deals you guys got going on
Yep, you can reach us on our website, linecutters.com,
with a Z?
with a Z,
Yeah,
as in zebra.
Mhm.
zebra.
Otherwise, you can message me on Facebook, Instagram.
Are you married?
Yeah,
You are married,
absolutely.
so I won't send the ladies to you. Okay.
Well, no, that works too. My wife likes everybody.
Okay, good.
She
Sounds like-
supports me. She
Yeah, I bet she does.
Yeah.
So line cutters, you can get them in stores. They're opening up a store in Savage. They have a store in Texas if you guys are down there. Online, you can pretty much get them everywhere.
Yeah.
They're available all over.
Just Google us. You'll
Yep.
find us.
Where in Savage? And when is it going to open?
So we're thinking to probably about 2 months
Okay.
ish.
And-
So yeah, it's right behind the Legion on Highway 13.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect.
So
Right by
it's
my
a
office.
really, really good location. So
Awesome.
Awesome.
I'm gonna show you guys my first walleye.
Jeez, we're trying
Don't
to.
play no games.
Tell him what you did to him.
I laid the smack down on him.
Tell him how'd you catch him.
Got down there and amongst them.
Cloud.
That was me right
That was his
there.
first walleye in my boat.
Yep,
And we
first
ended
walleye.
up catching. How many did we catch that
over
day?
50.
It was
I'm
a
pretty
lot.
sure. That was.
It's really easy.
Oh, like
Walleye fishing's like fishing bluegill off a dock. That's what it feels like some days. Some days you can catch more walleye on the Mississippi River than I almost said the Minnesota. I'm done. There's no walleye in the Minnesota River, Mississippi River. But thank you guys for tuning in, Darran. Thanks for being our guest.
awesome. Thank you guys.
Stop in over at the Line Cutters and the Old Carver booth if you guys come here today anytime before 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's over with. So Thank you guys. We'll be live again at 2 o'clock with shit. Oh my! I just had a huge brain fart. 1 second.
Classic.
Fish
Yep.
North, Minnesota.
Jordan Korzanowski from Fish North MN Lake Superior guide for lake trout, salmon, and part of the Lift Bridge Charters is a group of guides that are one group for like corporate events. And
And I fished with Jordan. He's good.
Jordan's awesome. Kent is awesome. We've caught some giant fish and filmed some awesome shows with those guys. And you guys will recognize them when you have them on the podcast today at 2 o'clock. So make sure you tune into that one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Line Cutterz out.
Awesome. Thank you.